Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Red Dead Redemption. This is Captain Ron Phillips here. How are you guys doing today? So, when we had our introduction there, we met Mr. Marston again here, John Marston, coming out of Blackwater with two unsavory fellows to take a train to Armadillo, to get on a train again, meet up with this one fellow there, Jake, to take a... Yep, get that mosquito off you. There you go. Ride on horseback to this place called Fort Mercer, where we ran into Bill Williamson, who I decided to shoot John in the belly, and he survived thanks to the assistance of Miss Bonnie McFarlane here, whose ranch is who we're staying on right now. And we got ourselves a horse. We got ourselves a little house. So in this episode here, real quick, we're just going to kind of like talk about what's going on here. The differences between Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. And obviously, you're talking a completely different generation console. Red Dead Redemption coming out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 and whatnot. And of course, Red Dead 2 coming out on the PS4 and everything. There are, as many as there are things the same, there are a lot of things different. Very open world concept still. Still looks pretty good. Now this is, of course, the updated PS4 version, so it is not as grainy as the original PS3. Still pretty much got the same characteristics here with the button configuration. Getting the weapon wheel up there, the revolvers, and well, let's go ahead and start with that. The weapons. Same button configuration, same way to bring them up. Difference, we don't have to worry about how damaged they are or have to clean them or whatnot, or to get different ammunition for them. They just one kind of ammo, one kind of gun. Don't have to clean them. Don't worry about them breaking, anything like that. And we can't customize them either. Can't go to a gunsmith and customize them. So that's one thing we can't have to worry about. Horses. Oh my goodness. Horses, horses, horses. Now, big difference here from Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2 is the horses. These things in this game are clumsier and clunkier, and they are hard to steer when you're going full speed ahead. And we're going to do a mission here, the next, I think it's the next video here. Let me see here, Bonnie. We need to see Bonnie here. Oh, that's right, yeah, it won't tell us what the mission is next. Ha 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 ha. But I do believe the horses are going to evolve that next video we're going to do here. But yeah, and again, horses, and pertaining to Marston yourself here, unlike Red Dead 2, you do not have to feed the horses, you do not have to clean the horses. Just like Marston or Arthur Morgan in Red Dead 2, you do not have to feed or clean yourself. So you don't have to go eat, you don't have to go drink, you don't have to take a bath, you don't have to brush the horse, and worry about stuff like that. Go ahead and get on the horse. Everything, button configurations are pretty much the same all throughout. And we can see the NPCs here, and the people, and the dogs and whatnot. Now there is no hunter sense in this game, like there was in Red Dead 2. So we can't track animals. And you can't talk to everybody like we used to. There's still an honor system, and there's still a fame system, as there is in Red Dead 2. But that's for a completely different, I should say. You can't build it up by talking to people or antagonizing people and losing honor. So, it's like right now, there is no, yeah, that's a separate menu thing. I'm pressing the button that would normally bring up the hunter sense for Red Dead 2, and there's not. And if you go to aim something, or... yeah, because I don't have... yeah. See, you can't look at anything, can't aim at anything. You can, but I mean, the option doesn't come up to study or whatnot. So you don't have to worry about collecting or looking up statuses of animals and stuff like that. So, we start out here pretty much with nothing, just like Arthur does. pretty much with nothing. At least except for the first, unlike Red Dead 2, we actually can go out and move around and everything as soon as the first mission's over. Unlike Arthur, where he's stuck there in Coulter those first couple of tutorial missions until they get out and finally get to Valentine. So let's go ahead and look at the menu here. So we got the map, and this is pretty much the map here. As again, there are western border states from 1910. You see the icon here, this red sucker. That's the train. And you can follow the train as it moves around. We're in Headiganstead, of course, with McFarland's Ranch. And there's Tall Trees, Great Plains. This is Blackwater. It's just not shown because obviously we haven't bought the map or haven't gotten there yet. That's part of the completion set. And there's where Marston's home is. There's Manzanita Post, but we'll get all to that later. Right now we're just kind of stuck around here with Bonnie here, in her area here. And weapons. Now again, you could look at their weapons, you can see their stats and whatnot, but again, you can't change them. So, we got the repeater carbine, which is, so you pretty much start with exactly the same weapons that Arthur did in Red Dead 2. Except for the sawed-off shotgun, because you get the sawed-off shotgun there from Javier when you go rescue Marston in the second mission, but you don't get that just yet. But you still have the repeater that you get from Dutch when you go attack the Driscolls there at the other mining camp, and of course the also Cattleman revolver here. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm completely talking out of my ass here, guys. I'm just out of practice. It's been a long time since I've done this. Now, a new thing to Red Dead Redemption is outfits. Now, you obviously cannot go to a tailor and pick out clothes and the patterns and whatnot, because we're not as customizable as we are on Red Dead 2. But outfits in this game are considered a challenge, and each outfit has a specific plus or minus to them. So let's look at these outfits here. Now, a lot of them are still unknown because there are tailors, and we have to get like what they call the scraps for them, which is the scrap of clothing that the tailor makes up for your outfit, for the ones that require it. So right now we're in the typical cowboy outfit. No pluses, no minuses. And it says right there on the bottom, change outfits at camp or safe house. And we'll have plenty of camps and plenty of safe houses all throughout the map here. This comes with it, the gentleman's attire. Wearing this high-class attire allows you into the high-stakes poker games in the Blackwater. So it's almost kind of like the expensive suit that Arthur got when he went to do the poker heist there on that riverboat in Saint Denis. I don't know why he automatically comes with this, unless that was from an update. I'm not entirely sure. This was from a downloadable content which automatically comes with the game. The Deadly Assassin. And each outfit, as you see, to get different scraps, has certain requirements that you have to do. Searching places, taking out hideouts, getting specific bandits, you know. Also either certain stranger missions or certain story missions have to be completed. As you can see here, Deadly Assassin, it wants us to search Coots Chapel, complete the Twin Rocks hideout, capture or kill Mo Van Bar, which is a bounty, win a duel in Armadillo. Dueling is a lot easier in this game than it was in Red Dead 2, even though it is just as tedious, but it is way easier in this one than it is in Red Dead 2. Or, as here at the end, complete the American Appetite Strangers task. And I like the Deadly Assassin. The Deadly Assassin one, it doesn't say it on here, but I do believe ups your Red Dead level by 1, and your Deadeye builds up faster. And it's kind of funny. in this outfit, he walks around with an eye patch. So I'm like, that's interesting that he walks. Then he walks around with an eye patch, and his dead eye is better, and his red. And I thought that was funny. Undiscovered outfits. Plenty of undiscovered outfits here. I think there's 17 in all. The Expert Hunter. Harvest 5,000 pounds of meat. Now, each animal has its own set poundage of how much meat you get off of it when you kill it. It's not like in Red Dead 2 where it's either poor, bad, okay, or good, or excellent. You don't have to worry about the stars and whatnot, but each animal here in Red Dead Redemption has its own like set poundage of how much meat you take out of it and you can sell. You don't get to throw them out on the back of your horse and take it back to like Pearson and whatnot. You just take it out and you just scrape it right there and you take the meat with you. Now, and I understand there are some really rather strange requests that this thing has. Like, for instance, kill a cougar with a stick of dynamite. I don't know who thought of doing that, but okay. Kill and skin 8 snakes. That's not so hard. Kill the legendary jackalope, which you'll see here sometime soon. If you don't, the jackalope is a creature, I guess, I don't know if it's a real jackalopes are real or not. But in this game, a jackalope is a rabbit with like its own little miniature version of deer antlers. Not like a whole rack, but like just little stubs with like maybe a branch sticking out of it. But nothing like an actual deer. They didn't go that crazy. And complete Daedalus and Sun Stranger's task. Now I'm not sure if you get any plus or minuses with the Expert Hunter. I do not remember because I've never used the Expert Hunter. Now this one is interesting. We'll go back to this is the end of the list. The Savvy Merchant. Win $1,000 total from gambling, which is, and you will be able to find that through the journal or the options section there on the left hand there. Buy or sell items at every gunsmith. Gather $200 worth of herbs. Execute 20 people. Complete the Prohibitionist Stranger's task. Now, there's a difference between killing a person and executing a person. And the execute person is like when with Arthur, when you get up to him real close, and it has like that little movie, like little animation there, where either you stab them, or you just punch them, or you pop them a gun right in the face instead of just shooting them outright. That's what this game considers execution. Herbs, we will be searching for flowers and plants and whatnot also as well in this game, like in the herbalist. And each one has its own price amount at a store. Gambling, in this game here, we still have poker. We still have blackjack. We still have liar's. We still have not. Well, yeah, we do have liar's dice in this game, which you've not seen Red Dead 2. So we will show you liar's dice when we get to liar's dice. And 5-finger fillet, which is a lot easier in this game than it is in the second game, and we will have to play 5-finger fillet. And there's also arm wrestling. You will have arm wrestling in this game. There's 2 spots that I know of, Plainview and the Pacific Railroad camp, which we can't. Well, I mean, we can get to Plainview right now if we want to, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And there's also horseshoe throwing that you could do. That's considered gambling. So yeah. Now with the Savvy Merchant, the plus or minus, the added effect that you get with that is once you get this thing on, I think everything costs half off. I think it takes 50% off the cost of everything, which is nice because later in this game you will come to get weapons that cost a crap ton of money. A lot of money. So, in the journal again here, your brief is basically telling you what notes, like the last few things that was either said or what you need to do. Challenges. We have challenges in this game, as Lee said before. We do have the Master Hunter, and it will tell you what to do with the Master Hunter. and the other ones will open up as I do them. Now we don't have bandit, we don't have horseback, we don't have stuff like that, but there is the master hunter, there is the herbalist, and there is the treasure hunter. Those three specifically I know. Now these separate little challenges, they have like these little timed challenges that they added on here that I think for this they took from the like the online option, that when you were able to play this game online against people. I don't normally mess with these challenges. And of course we have the strangers. Out in the frontier, there are people living an everyday existence and struggling to survive. You can find these strangers out in the wilderness or in the local towns. They are marked by the black and white question mark on your map and can be spoken to when not busy with a mission. Their tasks can be as single as finding a friend or loved one, picking some flowers, hunting some animals, or delivering items across the dangerous frontier. Violence can often solve these problems, but think hard before letting your gun speak first. Unlike narrative missions, strangers' tasks can be started and finished at any time. Active tasks will be tracked for you on your map. This journal will record the name of the task as well as the objectives for each stage. Now, what it doesn't say is there are some stranger missions that are multiple parts, and there are a couple that have multiple parts that you cannot do over and over and over again, like back and forth to the other. Kind of like if you remember. Margaret, for example, Mistress of Fucking Danger from Red Dead 2, who lost his or her circus animals. Now, I did that in one video. Having Arthur go back and forth, get each video. The horse, which was actually the zebra, which is actually a donkey. The tiger, which was actually a mountain cat, and then the actual lion. You didn't have to go do that all at once. You could have stopped and just gotten one animal and gone and ran off somewhere else, and Margaret would still be there. Now, there are some strangers, unfortunately, that you will have to actually leave and will not pop back up again for a while, and they'll be marked with purple question marks, just so you know that. And then we have the options, config, audio, all that good stuff. Yeah. Stats is what we need here. It'll tell you your I don't remember if it was really this descriptive in Red Dead 2. We can see your honor, your fame, how much of the percentage you've got done, how long you've played, how many days worth of Red Dead Redemption you've played, missions completed, how many areas you've discovered, stuff like that. This is where you could replay missions. New friends, old problems, Exodus in America, which was the intro. Strangers that you've completed, any crimes you've committed, how much money it's cost you, how far you've traveled by foot or by horse, by wagon, by train. And yes, it does say car there in the middle here. You will be on a car, actually. How much money you've gotten. This is a good way to check for that gambling for the savvy merchant if you've won $1,000, if you got that $1,000. Combat, how many duels you've won, how many animals you've killed, how many hats you shot off, enemy horses, how much bullets you've actually hit. Victims run over. I didn't realize it could count how many people you run over. Your collectibles, how many herbs you've collected, or the value of herbs, how many pounds of meat so far, and this will have a stat of how many of everything you've gotten. Well, it'll go down by animal. And let's see here, how many poker games you've lost, all your poker hands. This goes on down a while. Liar's dice. Cheating. There is an outfit you can get that'll help you supposedly cheat in poker if you do it right. But we're not going to do that. How many chests you've opened, how long you've used binoculars, your favorite weapons, the last item you killed, all that good stuff. So, also here on the main app, you can see the time there on the clock on the right there. That's your little pocket watch to let you know what time it is during the day. Obviously, you can't really see it that well. It does tell you what day of the week it is. That won't be a factor at all, thankfully. The time of the day will for certain things, but you don't have to worry about the time of day. And the money is a big fat 0. So let's talk about money. Arthur Morgan's favorite word, money. Where's my money? Yeah, well, where is our money, Mr. Marston? What happened to all that money you got there at the end of Red Dead 2 from Dutch? It was just a couple of years ago on this game. What happened to all your money? So, that's obviously the minus of this game, is you start with 0. Now the plus, easiest thing to do to get some money is to do some basic hunting. Don't have to go too far away. Just do some hunting around here, around Henniganstead. And the really, really, really big plus about money, unlike Red Dead 2, Red Dead 2 actually went through as like the dollar and change amounts here. Where like if you buy something, it's only like 35 cents. Or if you have to buy something, it's like $2.25 or 75 cents, something like that. You don't have that problem here in this game, which could make it better or sometimes worse. Everything is by dollar amount. There is no cents. There is no change. There's no pennies on the dollar. It's all dollars. So that could, depending on how you play and how much you buy and how much and all that, that could come back to hurt you, or it could be a blessing for you. Depends on how you play. So, easiest thing really to do for money, we have to look for these things, if they're around. It's just basically hunting around the Henniganstead here. Not too far from Bonnie's, because you really don't want to get too far. And we haven't really run into them many lately. I was going to show you if we ran into any. You know, there's always some loose horses around here. But, can't really see if there's anything around here. I'm looking around for the birds here. Not the little, you'll see what I mean. The big birds out there that just have their wings out like that, just long and flapping like they're gliding around. Those are the hawks. And the hawks, each one is like either each hawk feather is like $7 or $9. Oh, there he is. The jackalope, ladies and gentlemen. Can't really. And there's a snake behind me. Gotcha. But if you saw there, the jackalope, I'm trying to. I wish there was a way I could zoom in, but there's not. Here you go, Marston.
Let's make this quick.
One jackalope skin. I have to go back and go in time there, and I have to go right before I mentioned that there, and you'll see this little thing hopping around, and he has like this little bit of
Tough one, ain't you?
deer antlers hanging off of him. But anyway, like I was saying before, those hawks, each feather is like, for some reason, either $7 or $9 a piece. And if you're just popping birds left and right, and you pick them feathers up, you can make yourself quite a little fortune. So we're going to go hunting a little bit around here, see if I can catch anything, and then I'll show you where to go to sell some of that stuff and earn some basic money. Oh, come back here. There's a hawk. There's a bird. Yeah. Alright. So, when we come back, we will show you about what we can do with these feathers and this meat. And we'll show you how to get money. Oh, that was a crow. Oh, shucks. That was a crow. There's a hawk. There we go. Alright. Right
Okay, guys, so we did a little hunting, and we're heading back towards Henniganstead here.
And thankfully, for some reason, the farm has a general store. So we're going to go ahead and go into the general store here.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello to you, too.
Well, hello there.
I already said hello to you, too. You must be deaf.
Howdy, friend.
I'm sure
Okay.
you'll find something you like here.
I'm sure I will. So, as you can see here, we got stuff we can buy. First, we're going to go ahead and hit R1, and we're going to sell.
Okay, I got some shelf space needs filling.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. Sell some buck antlers that we got from the jackalope.
Spread the word.
Chicken feathers are $1. Got four coyote meats at $3, so that's 12. Okay, those hawk feathers are $6. Okay.
Thanks for the business.
Those coyotes are nice. That's $20. That's nice.
Nice
Alright.
doing business with you.
Just a little bit of hunting in that first mission, and we got $83 already.
I hope you see something you need.
So, we have a survivalist map. Now, the survivalist map, well, it'll have like 15 minutes of real time to where you'll have to, it'll light up all the plants in this game that you can find. Because since we don't have hunter sense, they pop up on the map as you're riding. As you're riding your horse or you're walking around, it'll show up as this little black circle with like a little white, like flower, like weed kind of like inscription on it. So that'll actually because without this, you would have to like almost kind of like come up on top of them. Hennigan Stead is of course the map. It'll light up all the locations that's within the Hennigan Stead. Snake oil, you know, guys know what snake oil is. Now the catch with buying ammo from the stores, unless they changed it, I don't remember because I never really did do it. Because I remember, at least on my PlayStation 3 version, if you completely buy out all the ammo that the stores, they do not refill. They do not give you ammo. They do not refill their stocks back. So that's why if you're desperate for ammo, I mean, buy a box or two, but otherwise I wouldn't mess with them.
Hello.
Because you don't want to accidentally buy them and then use all your ammo and be like, without doing any missions and robbing some guys and not be able to get any more money. Now, these are all the different kind of horses that you can get, and then as you can see, they cost $500, $100. Yeah, but we don't need to worry about buying horses here.
Nice doing business with you.
Yeah. Another great thing about horses, if you lose your horse in Red Dead 2, you obviously have to pick up your saddle and you have to ride, but you have to find a way back to town or whatnot with Arthur. You can't fast travel. Whereas in this game, if you lose your horse and you wait just like maybe a couple minutes, you can just whistle and a brand new horse will just pop up out of nowhere. So that's one of the great things about this game. And we're going to go ahead and, we don't want to lose you just yet. We're going to go ahead and hit you. Keep you there for a minute. And we're going to go ahead and take a look real quick in this little storehouse here. Just another, again, this is just a little normal thing here. There are plenty of storehouses and places where you'll be able to rest for the day. And in every storehouse, you'll have either a chest or a container here for you to open. And it'll give you ammo for every weapon you have equipped, not stashed. So like I'm wearing my repeater and I'm wearing my revolver. It will give me ammo for my repeater and my revolver. When you get a rifle, you have to have the rifle hooked up on you. It will not just give you ammo for the rifle even though you have it. The shotgun though, I think it will, but the rifle it will not. And you cannot get pistol ammo out of these things. And of course, here's your bed, where you can sleep or you can change your outfits. And sleep, you have to go to save game. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. We can just hit circle. Now, you cannot choose how many hours you sleep. It is automatically 6 hours. It's either 6 or 8 hours is what is automatic. You can't change how long you want to sleep or whatnot. And you can hear these people, they're arguing with each other. You can't talk to them. They'll talk to you, but you can't say anything to them. So,
Hello. Hello there.
other than that, really, encounters throughout the world are kind of the same as it is in Red Dead 2. There are differences, though. You will have to, like, save people's wagons. There is one. I'll try to record them as I go. I'm just the ummer here. I'm just But every different interaction with people on the road here, I will do my best to record for you guys. And I'm just going to I ought to change my name to Captain So guys, that's pretty much the day and the basics here in Red Dead Redemption. Here we go again. Yeah, see, it's just, there's nothing I can do about it. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it there. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and do Bonnie's next mission, which I do believe involves a horse. So you guys are going to be able to see what I'm talking about when it comes to how ridiculous the horses are. So this is Captain Ron Phillips. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them in the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Horse racing with Bonnie McFarlane. This is Captain Ron Phillips. I'll see you next time.